Hello, we want to continue with examples on solving problems involving basic or simple equations. So the last one that we did, we ended on question 5. And so let's see how we can actually solve this important question as well. All right, so the solution. Okay, so we are looking at that. So in 10 years, a man will be 3 times as old as his son. Now, if his son is X years now, find the father's present age. So let's write the information there. So the son's age now is X. And let the father's age be Y. Therefore, it means that in 10 years' time, so we write in 10 years' time, the father will be Y plus 10. Because the father is, we are saying that the father is Y years now, so in 10 years' time will be. And then the father's age is equal to 3 times that of the son as of that time. Because in the question says in 10 years' time, a man will be 3 times as old as. So this is the equation that we have. So it means that our Y will be 3x minus 10. And this is the number of years that we actually need. So in 10 years' time, the father will be 3x minus 10, 3 times the age of his son minus, that is in 10 years' time. But if we want his age now, say find the father's present age. So the father's present age is 3x. So father's present age is 3x minus 10 years. So this is the father's present age. All right, so want to move on with more questions. So this question 5. So today we'll continue the volume 3 with the question 5 and then other questions that we are actually going to study. So let's move on right away. So question 6, we want to solve this. So the sum of 2 consecutive numbers, that is what we are going to look for. The sum of 2 consecutive numbers is 33. Find them. Okay. So let's write down the consecutive numbers. We've done that before. So the consecutive numbers, we let the consecutive numbers be x and x plus 1 as we have indicated already. So this will be the consecutive numbers, x and x plus 1. So we find their sum and that will give us 33. So x plus x will be 2x plus 1, that will be 33. Then we subtract our, that is 1 from both sides. Then when we do that, we will actually get what we are looking for. So we shall get 32. And what we do next is that we will just divide both sides by 2. And so we shall get 16. So this is the number. So it means that the numbers that we are looking for will be 16 and 17, because we have x and then x plus 1. So x and then x plus 1. So these are the numbers we are actually looking for. Thank you so much. Great. So let's move on to another question. I want to try another question and see. Good. So that one too. So for this one too, we shall let the 3 consecutive numbers be. So these are the 3 consecutive numbers. So we shall get x, x plus 1, then x plus 2. Then we add all of them, equate it to 54. So we shall get 3x plus 3. So we are grouping the like terms. X plus x plus s is 3s. Then 1 plus 2 is 3. That is equal to 54. So we shall get 3x. We subtract 5 from both sides. We get 51. So we divide this by 3. We divide this by 3. This goes into that 1. This goes into this 17. So we shall get x giving us 17. Good. So now that we have x at 17, remember the numbers were x plus 1, x plus 2. Therefore, the numbers are 17, 18, and 19. Remember, we have the first number to be x, that's 17. The second number to be x plus 1, so 17 plus 1, 18. The third number is x plus 2, so 17 plus 2, and that is 19. So these are the 3 numbers that we are talking about. All right. So want to look at another question. So let's look at that. So the question says a certain number is doubled and 6 is added. The result is 30. Find the number. So here we say that let x be the unknown number. If that is the case, then the unknown number doubled plus 6 will give us 30. So we now solve for our x. We subtract 6 from both sides, so we shall get 24 on the other side. We divide both sides by 2, so our x will be 12. So the number that we are looking for is 12. So the number is 12. That's great. Okay, so let's try and see other questions. I want to look at another question. So from 5 times a certain number, 10 is subtracted. The result is 55. Find the number. So over here too, we follow the same motion. So we say that let the unknown number be x. Let the unknown number be x. So if that is the case, then let's start from, is it 5 times a certain number? That number is x. And 10 is subtracted from it. The result, so is equal to 55. So we solve for our x. So we add 10 to both sides and then we get 65, 5x equals 65. Then we divide both sides by 5. So 5 into 5 will give us 1x, and then 5 into this will give us 13. So the number we are looking for is 13. So we say, therefore, the number is 13. Therefore, the number is 13. That's great. Okay. So, great. So let's try another question. Let's try another question. So the sum of 3 consecutive odd numbers is 63. Find them. The sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 63. So, as usual, let the 3 consecutive numbers be, let the 3 consecutive numbers, 3 consecutive odd numbers, let them be x plus 1, that is x plus 2, then x plus 4. Okay, so these are the 3 consecutive odd numbers that we are actually talking about. All right. So the next point is that we are actually going to add all of them. We are going to add all of them. So we shall get x plus this. Then all of them will give us 63. All of them will give us 63. So x plus x plus x will give us 3x. And then 2 plus 4 will give us 6. So we get this. Now, what we are going to do is subtract 6 from both sides. So we shall get 57. Now we divide both sides by 3. When we divide this 3 by 3, we get 1x. We divide this by 3, we shall get 19. And so now that I have 19, remember 19 is the first value x. So we get 19. Then when we get to the second value is x plus 2. So that will be 19 plus 2, and that will give us 21. And then the last will be x plus 4. So 19 plus 4. And that will give us 23. So the numbers are 19, 21, and 23. That's great. Good. So let's look at another example. Let's look at another example and see how we can go about that. Okay, so 2/3 of a number exceeds a quarter of it by 15. Find the number. Find the number. And so from the problem, let x be the unknown number. So from the problem, we'll say let x be the unknown number. Right. So we are taking it in tens. 2/3 of a certain number. So we write 2/3 of a certain number. 2 on 3 times x exceeds a quarter. Exceeds. So that is equal to exceeds a quarter of it by 15. And so the statement above has been translated into a mathematical statement. 2 on 3x equals 1 on 4x plus 15. That is all there is to it. So we are going to solve this. What we are going to do is that we try to get rid of the fractions, so we clear the fractions. So we shall multiply every term by the LCM 3 and 4, so that will be 12. So we say 12 times 2 over 3x, 12 times 1 over 4x, 12 times 15. Okay. So this 3 divided that 4, so we shall get 8x. This 4 goes into that 3, so we shall get 3x. And then 12 times this will give us 180. So rearranging, we subtract 3x from both sides, so we shall get 5x equals 180. We divide this by 5, we divide that by 5. So our x will give us 36. And so that's where we normally go to. So the number that we are talking about is 36. Great. So the next question, I'll write it down, but I'll give it to you as assignment as I did the other time. So I'm writing the question. All right. So the result of subtracting 19 from 3 times a number is the same as subtracting the number from 37. Find the number. Find the number. Okay. So even though I wanted to give this to you as a assignment, but let me do it for you and then I'll give you another one. So let's take our time and go through. So the unknown number, let x be the unknown number. So let x be the unknown number. Okay. Now let's go to the question. So from the question, it says the result of subtracting 19 from 3 times a certain number. So subtracting 19 from 3 times a certain number is the same, so equal sign, as subtracting that same number from 37. Subtracting that same number. So we've been able to translate the sentence into a mathematical statement. Right, so we only need to simplify this. So we shall add 3x to both sides. And then, so we get 4x equals 56. We add 19 to both sides and we divide both sides by 4. So we shall get 14. So the number we are talking about is actually 14. Right, that does it for today. And so let me put, so I'm saying a question. You are trying this one, and then at the next meeting, we shall look at the solution. Okay, so you try this. The next time we'll meet, I'll show you how it is done. Thank you so very much for your attention. Have a blessed day.